Guys, we have reached it. Tengumainia top 6. We're finishing out this tournament today. I couldn't be more excited to watch it. Dave from Who Needs Meta will be joining us at some point. That's all I have to say. And yes, this will be a 10-hour loop of Pokemon music. All right. Are you guys hype? I'm hype. As there's a lot on the line today. Winner of this tournament will decide the design of the next mat. And it's pretty important. We're going to have to look at this mat for a long time. Forever. It'll be etched into history. And also provide us funding for the next tournament via our crowdfunding. Think about it. Let's see. What do we want to do for matches today? I think we watch Jin. Unless you guys want to watch a Hero Mirror, which also could be kind of fun. I see Lidio hosting. I'll put up a poll. We'll put this up. You guys can decide. What's our first match? I respect it. I did not influence this at all. Where the boys at? Himne Colgate. Now that's a match worth watching. Back at it again on the GK. And Naturia. Alright, we can't watch that. That's too spicy. Oh, the match has begun. We've made it. Will X-Sabers be able to conquer agents? The one thing to note is a lot of people consider this a bad matchup for X-Sabers, so not ideal, but Venetus getting the win of the rock paper scissors is actually huge. Him getting that opener is being able to go first is really strong. The Randy space on the jar of greed. Just kidding. Ooh, but that is a punish. That's a very good punish. The Venus. No Valor. Or is there? Interesting. The drama intensifies. The gacha was successful, no interruptions. Ooh, the hamster. Oh, that's really big. That's really big. He now can make a Nat Beast. He can make a Catasaur to out the Gachi. And he'll get the Search. It's a really good position to be in. There could even be a potential Trish play with a level 4. No matter what, it's definitely going to be a flip summon here. I can almost guarantee you that. Now this is an interesting position, because normally Nat Beast would feel really good here, and I guess if he has a lot of back row, there could be merit to going Nat Beast, but there's also a lot of merit to just making Cat to start outing everything he summons. But it might feel too early to make Cat. Oh, that's really interesting. We still haven't normal summoned either. He could just go off. One minute, please. Okay, we get the cap. There's still the normal summon here. If he has another tuner, he could do the double Dark Soul search, which feels incredible. Interesting, going Pashul. I guess you could also have a Dark Soul in hand, which would still achieve the double Dark Soul search. Oh, I think we're going to see a Nat Beast plus Catasaur play. We get the best of both worlds. Holding my breath on the attack declaration. Okay, I agree. Even though you can get 2 materials from killing the Gachi with the cat, it's better to play around the honest here. I definitely agree with that play. You want to keep all these little guys on board. All of them are very powerful. He gets a double search in the end phase, and if he has back row, this is going to be really good because he can protect it with Naturia Beast. We're seeing the power of Faltrel. No Dark Hole is viable here. No Heavy Storm is viable here. Only Tour Guide is really going to make a difference. And even then, it's going to be tough. I suppose a Hyperion play could be really strong too. But you need the right hand here to deal with this. Or you're giving game 1 to Venetus. That's for sure. That is for sure. Okay, so he has the tour guide. We're thinking about this. Letting it go through. So there's a good shot that maybe the Naturia Beasts can be outed here with a Leviathan Dragon. Now this is a scary position, because even if this is a warning, yes, you can protect your Naturia Beast, but you run the risk of a BLS or a Hyperion follow-up, which is scary. 1 back row really isn't enough here. Interesting. Going after the Faltrel, I guess you kind of have to. And we're passing. Oh. Just clear the board. I respect it. What does he do in main phase 2? Ooh, we have the full helm. That is huge. That's so huge. Being able to prevent the attack on the Naturia Beast. That's really big. Okay, probably a BLS summon. Chaos Orc. Interesting. If there is... Interesting, that back row must be like a bluff. Oh, we're setting a monster in front of full helm. I would like to talk to the person in chat yesterday who claimed that game 1 for X-Sabers against agents is unwinnable. Show yourself. Come on. Because right now it's looking very winnable. This is looking terrifying for Jin. What does he synchro into here, though? Does he have another 5? It might just be a synchro climb. 6 into 8. This is top 6, so we've played out 2 matches of top 8 already. We finished those out yesterday, so this is the final 6. Yeah, it could also be a Gotham's play. It does get rid of the Fall Troll, which, like, is pretty abusable in this current game state, but maybe just clearing the hand is worth it. There's merit to both, for sure. Looks like he's going for it. Another Fall Troll would be insane here. His trap card could be another Reinforced Truth, which he could technically use to get another tribute. But actually, I think you can't conduct your battle phase. Yeah. Okay, getting a Sangan search. Actually, there is a very intimidating search right now that could be strong. Yeah, that's what that search would be. Because now this Gotham's play feels really bad. And I don't think he has a 5 to synchro into anymore, so now you're just kind of sitting here with these useless guys. Oh, he's going for it. Ooh, open the Shine Ball too. We've seen all 3 Shine Balls now. Venetus in a weird spot, but honestly, very up in card advantage. But honestly, a Hyperion could swing this. Especially given that it seems like that back row has been kind of dead. He doesn't take damage if it's an attack. Do. What does Jin do? Oh, Jin passed. I didn't even notice that. We're swinging in for 100. Which, yeah, I mean... Interesting. Playing around the gores, it seems. I feel like Jin could be bluffing. This is a perfect time for an end phase, not just MST, but Gotham's emergency call. That would feel really good. Okay, doesn't have the Gotham's emergency call. Although resolving one of those would probably just be the game. What's the set card? It's another level 3. Oh, we got the Gothams. Or the Fall Troll. Oh, we got a Trish. That is definitely going to seal the game unless he has exactly Herald of Orange Light. Which would be pretty impressive. Yeah. Game 1 going to X-Sabers. Whoever said Game 1 of X-Sabers vs. Agents is unwinnable? Incorrect. We just saw that disproven. This is an intimidating spot for Jin. He is one loss away from being knocked out. All of these matches are single elimination. It is a cool Saber list, I will say that. It's very unique compared to most Saber lists I've seen. But honestly, unique Saber list is what needs to be done for Sabers, because people get too accustomed to how the deck is played, so it needs to change up for it to be good. Sabers is a really unique thing, unique deck in this format, where it's really powerful with just the right build. And maybe Venetis made that right build for this tournament. It's possible. It's leading with the Venus. And that's apparently A-okay. Three Fall Troll is a bit unusual, but I think for Venetis' build, it does make sense. I actually do like it. He's going pretty aggressive. And I don't want to dig too much into his build while he's still in the tournament, but yeah, it is really unusual. But good, I think. Ooh, the dark hole. It's actually really big. Setting another monster. Jin has quite literally shown most of his hand. Got 3 cards left. Hyperion could be really impactful here. Oh, there it is. What does Venetus do in response? Does he have the warning? Nice. That's really big, but is there another Hyperion? That's entirely possible. There is not. One of my questions is, where'd they get this photo of me? And I did not give them permission to use it for a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I remember this day like it was yesterday. Just passing. I wonder what that set card could be. It might just be the Pashul, just ready to block. Are we just gonna get the traditional pass back and forth over and over strategy? I feel like this is a scary position for Venetus though, because like this is a pretty big graveyard. Oh, in end phase we're getting Reinforced Truth, a Decree's chained, so that's unfortunate. He's probably looking for another X-Saber for a Fall Troll play. But this does say this other back row is probably dead, which means that if he has another monster and he has the Fall Troll, he can make something happen. Doesn't look like that's the case. Ooh, Minecon. Finally gonna find out what this set card is. It's Pashul. That's... well, without, like, Venus, it's not that good. Oh, we're just tributing for Christia. That's scary. Oh, wait, he can't. Yeah, that's true. You can't tribute the Minecon. Even I got baited by that. That was definitely a misplay on Jin's part. The top cut nerves maybe getting to him, because I don't think he can do anything with this. Hopefully he has a monster to summon to synchro with the Pashul, otherwise it's going to feel kind of bad. He can't attack with it either. Ooh, Jin definitely feeling the pain of that one. Burning a Mind Control does not feel good, since that is one of the most, if not the most powerful cards in this format. Now Venetus just got to kind of hope that he hits another monster that he can summon. It seems like he must have some type of clogged hand, but this Decree actually will work in his favor. X-Sabers love to go off, and he's in a position to be able to go off, which is really cool. Monster Reborn, what are we targeting? Probably the Emmers. Yeah. Okay, so that is his second X-Saber. He's finally hit it. I'm assuming we're going to see some Fall Trolls plop on the board. There it is. And here, I think he has to just... I mean, honestly, Nat Beast is kind of fire. Because Trap's already turned off, so you can now turn off your opponent's spells. And then he just kind of has to hope that his opponent doesn't draw an out, which, like, the out would be a Hyperion, would be terrifying. But this does put a timer on things. Interesting. Bringing back Paschal over Emmers, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Could be going for maybe a Landois play, I guess. But I feel like Beast is just better. Oh. Stardust? Scrap Dragon. Popping the Decree. Oh, and setting 3 back row. Oh. You probably just keep the Naturia Beast here. Like, you definitely want, like, if you have 3 back row. The trap card, this is Reinforced Truth. It special summons a level 2 warrior from your deck, so you use it to get Paschal. But you can't conduct the battle phase? Oh, wow. Oh, no. That is hyper unfortunate. That Dust Shoot is probably gonna make a difference here. I mean, honestly, an MST on the rivalry would feel good so we could start applying more pressure, but you're fine just taking these 22 swings. Literally, Hyperion is the only thing that can do anything here. There we go. Like, a Hyperion has to be summoned, and the summon has to be successful for this to work. There's no Gore's potential here, only Trag, and even Trag doesn't really do anything. Yeah, this is looking grim for Jin here. Rivalry also kind of turns off the tour guides. So, like, tour guide can't even go into Leviathan Dragon here, which is, like, not great either. There's 6 fairies in the grave right now. So he has double, we know he has double Christia in hand. A Trag here could be huge. Has to be Trag. Oh god. He might have a spell-riddled hand. Wow. That's really big for Venetis. Agents is a hard matchup, and I think he has favorable matchups against a lot of the other decks left in the pool. So this could be a big tournament run for Venetis. Congrats to him for advancing on. Let's quit out and let's check on the other match. Let's see. Let's check Ledio. This match is still going on. Looks like we're in game 2 of the Hero Mirror. And Super Poly has already been used. I really wish I could have seen how that was used, because that's a hype thing. It's looking like a neck and neck situation here, though. Return from the different dimension. Is it a snowman eater? What? Why did he set a Ryo? Does he know his opponent has Honest? Huh. He must have knowledge that this isn't Honest in his hand or something. I don't know why you would set the Thunder King. But I guess, isn't it better just to... Okay. Yeah, maybe Afraid of Bottomless. Hero Blast. Summon. What is happening? What did we stumble into? Looking like a game. Alright, Letio winning the match. That means we'll have Venetus versus Letio to go against Bardak. And I think that's GK. So it's Heroes versus X-Sabers. Winner of that plays against Gravekeepers. And then we have Tengu Plants in the finals. We'll put up a poll. Might as well. The top four is currently X-Sabers, Heroes, GK, and Plants. Nice. Welcome, welcome.
We out here. I got the bracket up. What's going on with it?
We had a X-Saber 2-0 Agents just a second ago.
That's a super favorable matchup.
Exactly. Now it's Letio versus Venetus, so we have Heroes versus X-Sabers. Looks like that just started.
Watch button.
All right.
I'm trying to get chat up. All right, there we go. Bam.
We have a poll going. I guess I better end the poll now that the game has officially started. 67% of people said that... Oh, wait. Just kidding. We ended 4-4. 50%. It's a 50-50 split on who wins this match. Venetus won the die roll, which is big for him. Or the rock, paper, scissors. The real trick to being good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just get good at rock, paper, scissors. At least for dueling book tournaments. Interesting.
Was that e-call for Alias directly?
Yeah.
Stratos in hand. Oh, Heavy Storm.
Yeah,
Heavy Storm. Yeah, that's
a no-brainer. Although Venetus has proven that his back row has been chainable, so we'll probably see a reinforced truth. Yeah, so it's a 1-for-1. It's not a... Starlight Road. That'd be spicy. But the other card was a warning. That's a good hit. Let it be.
Hope it's Ember's Blade.
Yeah, if it's Embers, it's nuts.
Bro, Megachi.
Megachi plays incoming.
So you don't burn yourself to death. Which is very real with two of them.
I mean, usually if you have Pashul and like a Dark Soul, it is just safer to set the Pashul because you can just normal Dark Soul this turn. And like here, if he negates the Synchro, he gets the Surge. Although the back row makes things a bit scary. I'm interested as to why Letio hard searched Alias and then summoned Thunder King. Like, I guess he did it because he is going to summon Thunder King. He's expecting it to stick. But no Stratos was searched. Some quality sportsmanship. Oh, nice. We've got the heavy back. Both heavy storms are gone now. So summoning a Dark Soul is pretty...
I'll say neither of these decks make Black Rose either.
Oh. Nice. Wait. I feel like he did that in weird order.
Special Fall Troll, which is fine because I think he wants Nat Beast to stick.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, I was thinking... I mean, nah, I guess either way you're going to lose a monster. Then you can't Special Fall Troll if you do it the other way. So this is right. That's right. Don't get Gorsed, but I doubt there's a Gors in a hero deck. just putting out the bait.
So how does it handle? It's Bray and Pray.
He's trying to pretend like he runs Gors.
That card has to be E-Call then, right?
That would be pretty bonkers good.
Because if you search Fall Troll and you have no... Does he burn for a K or is it during your standby phases? Your opponent's standby, you take 1,000.
So yeah, he takes 1,000. We're just setting to back row. End phase decree. GG, son. How do heroes win? with no spells and traps. I'll give you a hint, they do not. Actually. Have you ever normal summoned a bamboo shoot against heroes? There's no main deck out. Outside of maybe Honest if they have it.
Chain TT? Chain Torrential?
Like,
Yep.
that's fine.
Activate Miracle Fusion?
Chain the main deck non-fusion area.
There's Miracle.
Does he have another warning? That'd be impressive. Maybe he has Judgment. He's thinking about it.
I really think this middle card was E-Call. Because, like, you know this 8 card in his hand is Gothams, and I don't know why you would search...
Or Fall Troll, yeah.
Or Fall Troll if you don't have Gothams.
Yeah.
Because now it's dead, so I was like, you search Emmers in that situation.
Maybe
I would search Emmers.
Maybe the thought is... with the Pashul, he just would need to draw any other monster to get a Fall Troll live. Is the set card D-Prison? That'd be spicy. Oh, you hate to see it. Damn, this is a close game right now. We got 1 card each. Going into draw, now he has 2. The pass. Oh, shit. Snowman
I actually think Snowman is kind of bonkers right now.
Yeah, Snowman is really good in the simplified game state. Just summon a Dark
It doesn't
Soul.
deal... The fact that it's not any monster, it's not Manager Bug, and it's only face up. So you can, like, still set under it just fine.
Yeah.
So you can still, like, set Dark Soul or set Emmer's Blade and be fine.
I think you just summon a Dark Soul and attack into it for the 18.
And then it just targets itself.
Uh-oh. That's not what you want to see at all.
Now, if this is Emmers, you can't Emmers into Emmers, which hurts a little bit.
I don't know if you need to here because of the fact that there's no other attack. So, like, yeah, it is Emmers. So I feel like you just have to go into Dark Soul because you lose anything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
There could be some merit. Well, no, I don't know if there's merit to flipping the Snowman, especially when you're at 36. It's kind of low.
Because you know one of these cards is Fall Troll. So if they have draw any X-Saber with it.
I'm surprised he didn't end phase Gothams. Yeah, that can't be Gothams. There's no way.
Yeah.
You would end phase Gothams E-Call there. 100%.
CT is gone, bottom and 1 bottom. This is the only trap cards. So you're still contending with both, all 3 Solemns. Which I guess you can only activate 2 of them.
Where's the Venetus main deck Super Poly?
I don't think that card's that great without Great Tornado. Because I guess you need it out to Stardust, but...
Well, no, I'm saying Venetus using it against Letty.
Oh, against this? I wouldn't even play that card in Heroes.
I think you side it for the mirror for sure. Because it
Yeah.
is nuts in the mirror. It's so good in the mirror. So many versatile uses in the mirror. Which apparently the mirror is very relevant. So we got a lot of hero players this tournament.
We absolutely have a lot of hero players.
Uh-oh. The snowball continues.
How many aliases is that? Is that the second one?
Yeah. That's a
That's second alias.
Oh, second, because yeah, it's the banished ones.
There's one banished, one on board, none in grave.
No Mirror Force, RIP. Does he have the Warrior Horn of the Phantom Beast?
Horn of the Phantom Warrior.
That card
About
would
10
be
years.
broken.
They got 10 years too late on it.
Imagine if that card actually existed.
Does Phantom Beast include Wing Beast, or is it just Beast and Beast Warrior?
Beast and Beast Warrior only.
Okay. So there aren't really any relevant Wing Beasts when that card is good, so.
I'm just saying, imagine Quackimiro Bergzak with Horn of the Phantom Beast.
I do not even know what that card does.
It's a 2k warrior that can, when it destroys a monster of a battle, you can attack again.
Oh, that'd be sick.
So just a swift draw 2 on your opponent's tour guide Sangan turn 1 play. Horn of the Phantom Beast also needs to be a quick play spell that's permanent. Uh-oh.
It's a judgment. Give space.
The plot thickens.
Nope, no space. Okay, well this is
looking pretty good. You definitely don't want to like not have life points to play with in X-Sabers. Evenly matched is his last card.
it's the only way.
Could you imagine how absurd evenly matched would be in this format?
What do you even do in this scenario?
I honestly have no idea. Bogart?
There's 2 Pashals in here. You think he would have grabbed it if he played 3.
Alright. It's
I was trying to figure out if there's a way to like make Brio.
Mind
Okay.
Con? You take
Mind
the
Control Stardust, activate Dark Hole.
That's not bad.
Mind Control Dark Hole.
Dark Bribe is set. Nope, JK.
Show me second Starlight.
I mean, it's actually good either way. Wait,
Oh, he's thinking. What's he want, the snowman?
wait, the Stardust can't protect against the destruction.
The destruction? What do you mean?
Like, it has to tribute itself, and you can't tribute the card you take with Mind Control, so, like, Stardust is strictly,
Yeah. I thought he just wanted to get rid of it so he could like Dark Hole or something.
Yeah, that is sus. It was pretty clear that... Yeah, I think that's fair. It was pretty clear that he targeted...
I think he might, because I've done that where I accidentally clicked stuff because I was just trying to read it.
Oh.
The other response is Dark Bribe.
Interesting.
Because there's this weird ruling stuff with it and like on the field and like stuff that it negates or whatever. It's really weird.
Does he summon... Does he have Gotems? Sam, just move on. You know, I agree. But also, the air is thick in top 4 of Tengumainia, okay? Everyone wants this win. Think of the playmat potential for all of these decks. Unfortunately, I think we're all rooting against Tengu Plants because we already have a Tengu Plant mat. We want that GK or that hero mat. Uh-oh. You're in trouble.
I say because he can just judgment the dark hole.
Oof. Exactly. We want the beef. We need the beef. The beef fuels the drama. What decks are left? We have X-Sabers versus Heroes. Winner of this plays against Gravekeepers. Winner of that plays against Tengu Plants. So it's Tengu Plants, X-Sabers, Gravekeepers, Heroes are the top 4.
Let's say if you would have been able to get to Brio.
Yeah, well, Orient Dragon also would have been good with that Stardust, without the Stardust on board, but...
I think you need, because Orient doesn't get you around the snowman, where Brio lets you keep
bouncing it,
bopping the snowman back, yeah.
That's true. I don't know, I feel like it was just like a pretty difficult and borderline unwinnable position for Venetus at that point. Starlight Road is a heck of a punish. I swear that card resolves and you probably lose. Usually. Like, that card is such... feels like the biggest punish ever. How many GKs in top? There is 1 GK in top 8. Top 8 was double heroes, a Falcon Punch, agents, and then the other top 4 already listed. So
yeah, where did I technically finish?
I think 12. I think maybe. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so top 12. You finished in the top 12.
Yeehaw! I'll take it. Top 30%.
Nice.
That's not bad. I continued the tradition today of drawing vanillas, playing against Cat again before this. We played Vegas. I played Mermels, and my opening hand game one was double salvage, double controller.
Oh!
It was so good. And then I opened controller again in game 3, and I was like, this rocks. He was playing Hunters. It was just make Dweller Turbo.
True. That is the secret to success in any Mermail format, is find a way to make Dweller turn 1 and you're big chillin'.
So it was turn 1 Spark Dragon, turn 2 Dweller for game 3, which is really funny because like I had this really stupid out to the Spark Dragon because he had Spark Dragon and a back row which was just called a Haunted, and the play was to crash Lind to summon Pike, discard Fishborg Archer to search Gund, and then ram the Pike into it so I had no monsters, use Fishborg's Archer effect, discard infantry to target the Spark Dragon that couldn't be destroyed, and then use Gun to bring back Pike, and then make Gungnir and destroy it, or Black Rose or something. I was like, this is so stupid. And I was like, I didn't see it until after. I was like, this is like 3,100 damage, but it's really funny.
Uh-oh.
I just like kill myself.
Do we have a Paschal play? Oh, the Mega Hamster.
when it's not Stratos. I like this card. I think this card's good.
Hamster's so good in X-Sabers. I really like it.
I like it as like a one-of, and you can like side Raikos if you really need to.
True.
If there's like stuff you're having difficulty outing. Like, I think Raiko's really good in this matchup because it makes Shining mistiming.
Well, I think Hamster is like one of the better... It's one of the like best openings X-Sabers can have, in all honesty. Because Dark Soul's just the most critical thing to start getting in rotation in the deck. Oh my god.
Shane got him. He doesn't have two. He doesn't have any.
Oh, wait. He has the combo. He has the wombo. This is like game. No shot, is it not? Unless
one of these cards is Book or Spark.
Yeah, Book or Spark is going to decide this, but if he just flips this and makes Nat Beast, it's game. No shot can Heroes out this. Without exactly Honest. But even then, I would probably, like, not even play into Honest and try to, like, attack over it with other things.
If you feel about it, they'll just attack you and kill you because you can't activate any trap cards either.
Yeah. But if you properly rotate your full Helm Knight, you can never get attacked. Chat's already given up on Letio, saying, I wonder who wins game 3.
Yeah, it's a little nutty on the board. But View and Graveyard. I always keep an eye on what your opponent's doing. You can't really get too many. That's why I don't like playing online as much, because there's so few tells. There are a couple weird tells online, like people who like say they want to set like 2 back row and a monster. They set 1 back row, the monster, and then another back row. The first back row is the one you want to hit. Like, I've noticed that.
Mm.
And there's some other like jank shenanigans you can kind of catch people on.
Okay, we've succeeded. The Honest is a big intimidating factor.
I think you just get in there.
Well, yeah, you definitely get in there. Oh, no, this is way better. You go for Bogart. I guess it could be Super Poly. We didn't consider that.
Oh, that's true.
Super Poly would be pretty dank. I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen that card be good. But
and say if you really wanted to play Honest, you just ram Emmers and get Boggart and then ram that.
Oh! Well,
Well,
we had 2 of them. Wait, why didn't we kill the Nat Beast?
this is only till the end phase. Or is it? Nope, it's permanent, so that you can just ram it. So that's why. Because Gaia becomes big, and then you could just ram it. So you don't have to worry about Emmers floating anymore.
Guess that makes sense.
It's riskier, because it means you can't spell until main 2, but with 1 in hand, you're like, oh, what spell am I activating? Let's be honest.
Okay,
What's the rush?
But imagine that main phase 2 Venetus slams a smashing ground. And then sets an econ. The game will never be over. Super Poly proving to be a powerful out. It would have outed the Bamboo Shoot too. Oh wait, no it wouldn't. Because you just can't activate things.
You can't activate, yeah, it's really stupid.
Bamboo Shoot's on another level against this deck.
I say he still has a Dark Soul. That was so long ago I would have forgotten. Unless I put like a sticky note on my computer. So he takes 22. Or is it till the end phase?
Sorry, its attack is halved, and this attack.
Oh, till the end phase. That's what I thought. Yeah, till the end phase. So that's one way to do it, but then you lose your monster. But then they can't float into other monsters, so it's like this game's like far from over. Because Decree is still really good.
Yeah. Imagine the Monster Reborn play. Monster Reborn could be big.
Or the second Nat Beast. Huh?
Do you guys watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 4 and just remember when Jaden was playing against his rock friend and like he just was committing genocide and he just completely washed his rock friend with Super Poly to just rip his soul out of his body? It's pretty sick. Oh no.
Reborn Nat Beast. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Venetis is tilted. Now he has no spells or tarp cards. And without spells or tarp cards, you only have monsters. Although technically, just having Pashul plus Dark Soul or Embers outs this. Because you could just make Cat. And there's probably no more spell outs to this. Oh. Ooh, that's sick.
That's what I'm saying. Raikou makes Shining miss timing.
Oh my god, that's a lot of monsters to lose. Interesting.
Show me. Oh, I was gonna say, show me the second Raikou.
I mean, it does kind of seem like Venetis can slowly whittle his way through this. Like, just in terms of resources, I think eventually he could potentially come on top. He just needs the right combination of cards. Basically, he needs to not have a Gemini Spark become relevant before he can get a level 5 Synchro on board. Because that, and then a Monster Reborn is very good. Duality. Oh. Okay.
Miracle is kind of.
No, yeah, he's got a way to turn.
I was saying next turn, but you gotta use the Nat Beast.
Bonk. Alright. This is the play. He can get to Catastor, I think, now. With the cat, he can attack over, and if he has Monster Reborn, he can actually win. You know what card also goes hard here? Neospacian Gran.
That does kind of go hard here. And you can summon it off Giant Rat.
True. People underestimate that card this format. That card's good. Oh, we're just passing, though.
You got one turn to make a play.
I don't even know if you... I mean, I guess, yeah, Catastor still deals with this, but now with the Alias on board, and the assumption that there's probably a Spark somewhere around here... Oh.
That's game, then.
Yeah.
Unless you have Solemn Judgment.
He can't
Oh, no,
judgment.
not Judgment.
Decrees
He can't
on
Judgment,
board.
just Decrees up, yep.
R.I. RIP. Well, congrats to Ventus for getting 4th. Still a pretty crazy accomplishment. Still making a good run for X-Sabers, so shoutouts to him. I'm still gonna be rooting for Ledio now because I want a hero mat or a Gravekeeper mat more than I want a Tengu Plant mat. Ledio honestly has had a crazy run though. Like he's been like winning a lot. Or they have. I don't know if he's a he. I assume genders. I'm sorry.
So what's next? Is it Ledio versus Bardak?
Yep. Ledio versus
yeah.
Bardak that's Heroes versus Gravekeepers. So that matchup might be a bit harder for them. I think actually, let me see. Oh, Ledio only loss was to Jade and Yuki. Both of these guys only lost to Jade and Yuki. Alright.
So it's Ledio, and I'll just wait for that.
It's up.
It's up?
Yeah, Ledio, yeah. And Anti-Gianni.
It's okay, one of the guys I play with, DB name is Fight My Mom. I've seen plenty worse. Take E-Call, play E-Call. Like I said, hero beat best deck. I still have no idea how this deck didn't do well historically.
Heroes?
Yeah. Like in this format, like I couldn't find anything from Columbus or Toronto.
Yeah, they didn't really, but like honestly, this is the historical thing because like I played in this format historically, and I just remember everyone was just bandwagoning, right? Like it was like Billy won with plants, and everybody played plants, like because there just wasn't enough coverage, or like there wasn't a lot of creativity in the game back then. Like people really just net decked the like top players, and that was it.
And even then, though, like Toronto, where people didn't expect plants to be that great, and
yeah,
it did do well. Like you would expect there to be other things happening.
That's true.
Summoning Commandant and not going for Necro Valley.
Maybe he already has one, yeah.
There you go. Has a Necro Valley already. Duality into duality.
The set card is MST for the big punish.
That is the big punish.
Okay, that's a little punish. We're fine taking that.
We were talking about today about a weird ruling. If a monster that says like can attack directly has its effect negated on attack declaration, does it have to attack a monster? Or is it a replay?
I actually think I've seen that ruling come up, and I think
it
still gets to attack directly. It still gets to attack directly.
Interesting. So you have to do it before it declares an attack. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because it's like it's a target, I guess, being the direct player has already been declared. Oh no! Oh, that's big.
The D-Prison Fest, but that's the risk you take.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of deprisoning. Like, I almost always avoid using bottomless or deprison on an alias. Like, I just think it's like really bad. I think you have
to use it on the fusion.
Yeah, you hold it for the fusion
miracle and then use it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then plus like
unless there's nothing to chain to.
Gravekeepers have so many 2K beaters. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways to attack over. I guess like unless he was in a position where they absolutely had to use that deprison to out that alias. I just don't.
I mean, if you're looking at it right now, there's only 2 cards on the board.
Yeah. But don't they have a duality? They duality before duality, so like
yeah.
I think you're big chillin'. I think you just let it go. Take the 19 and wait.
So you needed to see Spy there.
The Spy, because like now in that scenario, the Spy would have just forced out like a Gemini Spark on the Spy. I think you're okay taking that trade. Because it's not like chaining anything.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That is really good.
I guess that's why you summon Command It, because you have 2 Necro Valleys. And that'll turn off your Miracle Fusions.
True.
Also, if you can force the Spark on a D-Prison on like a set card as opposed to forcing it on your extra Necro Valley, you don't have to worry about them having Spark.
I almost think flipping Spy is risky here. Oh, we're getting Max Seed? Well, that's totally fine.
You're not going to get much out of it in this matchup anyways. And so you need to go for Recruiter here too.
Yeah. I just think you're risking Warning pretty heavy. Is there a D-Prison?
Be the 4th one we've seen in this game. It's like turn 5.
That'd be pretty spicy.
I wonder what the think is.
Maybe he has Mirror Force and he's just debating on if it's worth. Oh,
on the summon? Okay. And now you get a normal summon, and can you Recruiter into Recruiter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gets 1500.
Yeah, I don't even.
So you can't add Spy. It's like you could just add Recruiter and then normal Recruiter. Because that was off the flip summon.
Yeah, which I think is what you would 100% do here.
Is anti on the like the Hymna
Assailant.
Trippy.
I feel like you do not search that unless you needed to. $2K.
I've always liked this deck, and I've never bought it. It's the like one of like 3 decks that historically have been good. Yeah, that have historically been good that we haven't bothered to even like look into.
Yeah, I have this issue of I need to get ulti Necro Valleys and Commandants, and I've never bit the bullet and done it, and they just keep getting more expensive.
No, PGD first Necro Valleys. Get the really ancient supers. They're sick.
Well, I have Dusa Ultras, and I'm a big fan of Dusa like Ultras, but I'm an ulti guy. I'm just too attracted to ultis, you know? That Thunder King.
I just like older cards. I just like the way the older cards look. Like my favorite MSTs are the DB supers. I think they look sick.
Interesting.
But DB supers all have super dark inks. So if you ever seen, like if you look at like Relinquish, like you could barely tell it's that the card is so dark. It's sick.
That's one of my favorite parts about, I mean, honestly, old formats in general, but I really like the artwork of some of these, like, old classic cards. Okay,
What's the other cards in hand?
I don't know what's in Letio's hand. Spark Miracle. Okay.
Spark Miracle.
So 2 dead cards. We got a Spy Flip. Again, risky. Just get a Descendant.
That makes the most sense. Oh, nope. I guess double Assailant. Interesting. I always felt that this card was a one of, but
yeah. Now I have to go look at his list.
I'm kind of curious if it's the same thing that Hymno's doing, where he was only playing 1 Descendant. I wonder how much the Super Assailants are, because I always thought that card looked cool, and it used to be like $5. Now it's not.
I mean, I have Ultras, I think.
I already have the most expensive part of the deck. I have the Super Spies.
True.
But everything else I don't have.
That still is really good here.
Oh, and I have one Descendant and 1 Guard. I have 1 Starfall Descendant. Yeah, they're like $20. That sucks. This deck is so cool. I think I have 1 OG First Steel, like the common. I think it looks really cool as a common. What was World Tribute's original printing? Was it a common?
Yeah.
I know
now you're making me want to check my Gravekeeper stuff.
So I have like 5 Gravekeeper cards. And all printings of Recruiter are expensive. It's stupid.
Oh wow, that's game.
Oh, you triple miracle.
Yeah. You see, I have Ultra Commandant, Ultra Assailant, because it all came Ultra in Legendary Collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ultras look nice too. And we got the Ulti Wonder Wands. My God, look at me go.
I'm weird. I bought the Battle Pack prize card, Descendant, because I thought it was funny.
To be fair, Deuce and Necro Valleys look incredible. I'm looking at them right now. They're beautiful. And Royal Tribute did come Ultra as well. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I got one of them along with Recruiter, and that's at like Yugi's World or whatever.
I'm still waiting for Legendary Collection 5D's 2 Electric Boogaloo, where they print Infernity Necromancer as an Ultra and all the Karakuri's. That would make me very happy.
I want all of Infernity as super rares, the entire deck. And
Okay.
I think the only one you can't get is, what's the common? The Necromancer? Yeah, Necromancer's the only one.
Yeah, the max ready Necromancer is the D.
It's a DT, yeah.
Yeah.
The OG commons look really cool, but like you can get super Archfiends from Europe because all their video game promos are supers instead of ultras.
Esper Girl also really needs a Ultra reprint or a foil reprint in general.
We've been waiting for Wabaku for 21 years now.
I forgot
And
about that.
they still won't do it.
Secret Rare Spies look so nice. Yeah, I think that's what I have.
I have CP Italians because I think they look cool. And super is the best rarity. And I'm trying to get every CP super, and that's funny because like they're almost all playable. And it's just funny because all the ultras are.
You died. Letio experiencing the bad time to brick. All right, going into game 2. Yo, Dave, I don't know what happened to your mic, but you are like non-existent anymore.
How about now?
There we go. You just got I heard like a click sound and then you just disappeared.
Trippy. What is Letio boarding in to get out of this?
MSTs.
I was gonna say besides
Closed Forest, maybe?
Close Force is sick.
I do really like that card. Yeah, my guess would be MSTs. I also think like D Prison is really strong in the mirror, so maybe if he boards extra copies of D Prison.
And what are GK's typically side in this format? Oh my.
We're just warning.
Because as soon as he activates Necro Valley, none of his guys are bigger.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
His beat sticks become immediately worthless, and if you're summoning this card, you could guarantee that one of these 2 cards in hand is Necro Valley. One of them has to be.
Yeah.
There's okay, so we knew that. We knew he had it too because he didn't shuffle his hand. It was the card on the far left. Oh!
Ooh, that's
Oh!
big. Warning's already been used. Torrential. Okay, that's pretty worthwhile. Normal summon recruiter. Just kidding.
I don't think he had another monster because I think the card in his hand is also Necro Valley.
Yeah, me too.
That makes sense.
Ooh,
Okay, I like
respect.
that. I like Compulse on Set Spy. It's pretty good. You just do it in the standby phase, set him back.
Yeah, I guess Compulse is probably really good in mirror matchups as well as in like matchups like Gravekeepers.
Compulse is super solid also against Gotchi.
Yeah.
And of course, obviously, Shining.
Yeah.
It's clutch against the Shining.
No, the spy.
Yo, Letio has like the outs right now.
Yeah, he really does.
I think. Okay, so he does have Necro Valley in hand,
Yeah.
like we figured would happen. So you can activate Necro Valley. What's he saying?
We don't do those.
I don't see how this is an irreversible game state. Because there's no cards that he would be able to activate, like Damage Step and things like that.
Yeah. I think technically you could... Like, because it's like the last thing that happened, right? So there's nothing really wrong with changing your target.
Yeah, because there's not like a mega big deal. For me, personally, if that happens, like if you go, oh, misclick or whatever, I just like will... Not slow play, but play as slowly as possible to make sure I'm making the correct decision. So that's the fastest way to make this tournament like grind to a halt.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, if I can't misclick, I'm going to go as slow as I possibly can to make sure nothing could potentially go wrong at all. That's what I'm doing. I'm like mega thinking every play. Like,
I wonder why. I mean, maybe he just wanted to get Descendant so he could guarantee, because this might run into an MST. Okay. I really don't know what the better target was there.
I also don't know. So he added back Commandant and another one. That's not bad. You used Torrential already, right? Yeah, on the Malefic, so I guess you could flip this. And if they warning, they warning.
You get the Recruiter.
You could get Descendant here just as easily.
I guess I should also say that this is semifinals, just so y'all know, those of you watching. Yeah, do you just tribute off both cards to kill both back row?
I think you do one at least.
Yeah.
Guarantee you get your value outside of like bottomless, because like I guess if you're afraid of hitting bottomless, you just roll the 50-50. Okay.
Okay, fine.
It's amazing how in favor.
Ah! Okay, maybe the reason why he was debating so much on the assailant was because it was better to get recruiter so he could... Oh wait, that's just game. If he doesn't have exactly Mirror Force. And if that's Solemn Judgment set, then this is for sure game. Hero Blast. That doesn't do anything.
That's game. He's skipping.
Yeah. Yeah. The Gravekeeper matchup is no bueno for the hero matchup. You almost could make a case for siding in, like, Gale plus, like, Close Forest. Just so you could make Ancient Fairy butt and start killing stuff. Alright, well, congrats to Letio getting 3rd place. I'm sure they're not happy with that, but 3rd place is 3rd place. Looks like we will see the rematch of the winners bracket, which is going to be
Gravekeeper. Jaden and GK?
Yeah. Let's see if we can get the spicy bracket reset, which since I haven't been streaming for 8 hours straight, I'd be totally okay with. Normally by the time I'm like, oh, please don't be a bracket reset. But now, you know, we're feeling re-energized. So there could be a bracket. I'd be down for the drama, the content. How many people are in the tournament? There was 40 people total in the tournament, and we are in grand final, so now there are 2 people in the tournament.
Compulse is sick. Compulse is so sick.
I'm still not sold on Compulse.
Still not sold on it?
No. Graph was telling me that Compulse is good, but there we go. I'm not a fan. Alright, game is live. Bonk. Tia swinging with the we will rock you.
Okay, so these Tengu. If you're like thinking hardcore about Tengu, it's the do I have multiples or am I contemplating between it and Thunder King? And
I feel like the play is always Thunder King tournament.
Same because of this card.
Oh! The main deck debunk. Is that real? What are the odds that that was
It doesn't get banished. It doesn't get banished. Let him know. Because it's not in the same spot.
Online users.
That's super relevant for Steel. It has to be in the same spot it activates in order to get banished. It's one of the most nonsensical rulings I've ever seen. Yeah. Let me find the retro ruling. Here, I'll copy and paste it from here if you want it. Put it in the watchers chat. It's a dumb ruling, it doesn't make any sense.
Hey, but it is really relevant, so.
Yeah. That's why we out here. Quick judge.
That and his copy of BLS is now live in Gravekeepers. Yeah, this is technically winners versus losers finals. I mean, it's grand finals. Like, if Tia loses, then there's a bracket reset and this match gets played again. Otherwise, if Tia wins, we have a Tengu Plant Tengumainia champion. Although, we of course have to be rooting for the Gravekeeper dub for the Gravekeeper mat. I just want that sick Gravekeeper spy playmat. I think it'd look beautiful. I would consider getting one. I'm yet to purchase a Tengumainia mat. I just put money in the prize pool and don't take the mat, mostly to support the prize. But, you know, there's a world where if I really like it, I would do it. But I'm also a big official Konami mat guy.
I'm surprised you don't have the mat since they slap your logo on it.
True. Yeah, I've technically donated. Photo Shooties just never sent me one. It's a big, what's the word? Conspiracy. That's what it is.
Foolish Then Dandy Lone Fire Tribute Token McTrish.
The ironic thing is the debunk in main is actually, I mean, I checked Tia's list. It is a very real thing. They main one debunk.
I saw that in something on Format Library. There was also one. Yeah, this is Trish. This is about to experience pain.
Yeah. Is that Formula Trish?
It could be, yeah, if you really wanted to. And then you go Bulb here because you can actually activate that under Necro Valley. At least I'm pretty sure you can. In this wording of it. It's like, can't move it other than itself.
Yeah, other than itself. So you can Bulb under Necro Valley. That's the other reason why Ulti Necro Valley are based, because it's the correct Tengu Plant format text as well. It's everything you could want.
Isn't it? I thought it got errated.
No, the Ulti, it's Astral Pack, so it says the exact text for Tengu Plant format. God, I feel like playing Gravekeepers now, too. I wish I had a cat again in my life. That I could
he said he would hop on if he got done with his errands in time.
Hell yeah.
But I don't know if that's actually a thing. It's we'll find out.
I just want someone to come over to my house and play Tengu Plants with me, so I can play all my different decks I own. Right now my collection does nothing.
Do you have like locals or anything?
Yeah, no one local to me would even consider playing Tengu Plant format for some unexplored reason.
You play other formats. Tons of good ones.
Yeah, I'd have to. I mean, I don't know what formats I would play. Cause like the only retro format I would maybe consider playing is Goat here, but there's not really an active Goat scene. We actually mostly just have Edison, and I just like can't. Oh shit. I just can't bear Edison.
It's super fun. It's really weird. You have to like... It's very advantage-based and tempo-based, and you have to figure out how to achieve tempo and like trying to figure out back and forth, because the format has almost no generic cards. Like Heavy and Brain are like the only cards that are in almost everything, although I have some decks that don't play either. But there are like no staples. So it's like you have to like, the decks are very, very unique from one deck to the next, because you don't like, okay, I have to play, you know, these 3 cards, the Trinity, oh, Warning, I have to play Warning and Judgment and stuff. That doesn't really like exist. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like you get to play a whole bunch of just random stuff. The decks are very different from each other. So that's kind of the appeal, where there's not just a lot of staples, which is why I like it. I don't have to worry about putting exact cards in my deck. Because like there's no like universally used engines. So it's like, oh, I'll play the TG engine or the tour guide engine or whatever. And that like doesn't, or like the plan engine, like that doesn't really exist.
Yeah, I think that's what I don't like about it, because I feel like you're just putting Raigo Caius and everything, and then it's really boring, because those cards just fuck you over. But I've also been pretty open about my hatred for Edison. I just think the format's really bad. I play September 2012, though, but I don't think there's a scene for that either. Goat is okay. I play Relinquished in Goat, and I think that deck's like fun, but bad. Also, my apologies, guys. You saw my... wallpaper for a second. I got some waifu wallpaper, you know. There's no shame in that, you know.
Oh, it was Mirror Force. Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. I haven't played much Fire, Water, or Vegas, but I 100% would. Like,
I'm not sure which is better. Like, I know a lot of people have a problem with triple Wolfbark and Fire Water, but like, I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, I think all those formats are like okay, but I don't have enough experience with them, because like honestly, in that era, outside of like Hat, I kind of came in and out of the game, because I really hated Dragon Rulers. I hated the existence of Dragon Rulers. I thought they were just horrible for the game. When they were limited to 1, I didn't think it was that bad, but I think it was like because there was like the Dragoonity Ruler deck where it was just like basically just Dragon Rulers, but with Dragoonis in it. I was like, I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's that without title, and you play 3, and you get to unironically play HTS Psyhemoth for when your opponent maxied your Phalanx and you didn't want to get Crimson Bladed.
Yeah, title with Mermails was really cool though. That was super fun for Mermails, but
it felt like you had an out for when your opponent had a response. You had a response to the response.
Yeah.
You always felt safe when you had title.
I also would low-key go play Metal Foe format, because I love playing Metal Foes, but I don't think there's a scene for that either. I think there was like one tournament store around me that was like talking about it, but like...
Yeah, I don't know what any of those cards do.
Yeah.
I have like Prince Mermails, but like outside of that, like I don't remember what like Tatsunoko and like Coral Dragon. I know there was like a combo where you like synchroed a bunch and like drew a bunch of cards with like Coral Dragon and Tatsunoko, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, I definitely played in the era. I just don't remember much of it. I definitely want to research Vegas a bit, but I did, as I said on stream yesterday, I saw Boojins are in Vegas, and I'm like, ugh, I remember playing against that deck. But
Boojins are hella fun.
Geargia is one of my favorite decks of all time, though. Like, one of my favorite deck types.
Geargia is in there for sure.
And I know that in Vegas, both those formats have Geargia gear, which means I can do my Geargia Dino Rabbit deck, which is really hype. That deck is super fun. But
yeah, there was a Geargia deck we saw recently. I think it did well. I can't remember if it was Hat or Vegas, but it played 21 trap cards. I
saw the list of like the Dino Rabbit list with Mechanical Chaser, and I still don't understand why they used Mechanical Chaser, but like, you could search card D, but I just feel like Logia Dulk is just way better at every point.
Yeah, it depends on the game state. Because sometimes those cards just like aren't good. And being 1850 is way better than being 1700.
That is true. That's why I use twin-headed King Rex, because he looks cooler.
And he's Earth for Gozen Match.
And for Redox.
Oh, you're playing with like one. You're not you're like with one rabbit. At that point, just play Evil Swarm.
Oh yeah, Harpies. Yeah, that deck's cool too. I would definitely like playing Harpies, but I don't remember them ever being like not so good. I feel like they were always like pretty mediocre.
Harpies is good in Vegas because artifacts aren't out yet, so you don't have to worry about hunting ground, just hitting Sanctums and Moral Talks. As soon as those cards come out, Harpies become irrelevant. But in Fire, Water, and Vegas, they're fine. Because you don't have to worry about just like hitting cards and like going like -3. Like,
But
okay,
buying like foil Harpy cards is it's brutal on the old bank account, guys.
yeah, we had we bought a buddy our retro pack German's Harpy Queen at 2014 Nationals for $90, and he still has it. He has that whole deck, so he has like ulti first queens and all like the dancers. I bought him Italian dancers as like a present one time, and so we have like that whole deck maxed out, which is really cool. Oh, he has the video game Pet Dragon and not the retro pack one, which is just dummy expensive.
Yeah, I remember those video game ones. They were hype. Everyone wanted them back on the playground days. I remember that. Damn, we literally have the perfect Gravekeeper board right now.
Dude, this is full combo.
This is full combo. 5 back row. Uh-oh. My body.
Can't road it.
Spell shield type 8.
Busted. Doesn't that card target? It's like
Yeah.
when it's targeted.
It has to be when it's targeted. It's gonna be really bad. See, but this is the counter to the full Gravekeeper combo. Is the one of Dark Hole where you have to sit there and think, do I judgment this for the 1 spy?
This is 7 cards. Yeah, 7 cards to 6. So you're behind 1 already. It's a 1-for-1 essentially because you'll get Tengu. Okay. He has a okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Tengu doesn't get the float effect. That makes sense.
2 for 2.
Do we have a lance? That is a really good play. Respect. Oh my god. That is like feels bad times a million for Tia there. Holy shit. That's like the one fear in Dark Holing the set monster.
And it's just not spy.
Which, if there's one thing Joe taught me from playing against him playing Gravekeepers, is you just set literally every monster in this deck. You just don't ever normal summon. It's the scariest thing ever. That man was setting Descendant, he was setting Assailant, he was setting everything. And you're like, everything just has a huge booty. And if it's Spy, I get really punished. I'm surprised he searched Assailant with Recruiter instead of just getting another Recruiter.
Wonder if he thinks you can't search Recruiter with Recruiter, because that's happened a couple times.
No, that's probably why. Because he had Steel.
Oh. Okay. Well, never mind. I was looking at the graveyard. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, you don't want to repeat those. Joe's a bit like my cat again. I wish Joe was like my cat again, but Joe lives like a million miles away from me.
Yeah, Joe lives in Boston.
Yeah.
You can't miss it. He tries to hide it, but you can't miss it.
Guys, Joe isn't real. He doesn't exist. Have you guys ever really seen Joe? Think about it.
Come on, guys. What's up here? Why GeoTrader 101? Throwing it back. I like that he used the same account when he came back. And he just changed the name.
One day I'm gonna take a vacation to Missouri just so I can go play at Dave's Locals and play Tengu format.
How far away are you from here?
Pretty far. I mean, I'm in Utah, so like.
Oh yeah, you got a couple hours.
It's like probably close to like 15, maybe 17.
That's cool. I drove to North Carolina recently. That's fine.
That's like what, like 13 for you? From Missouri?
Yeah, right around 12 and a half, 13 hours, yeah.
Yeah, because I used to live in North Carolina, and I drove from North Carolina to Kansas a couple times because I moved from Kansas to North Carolina. And now I live in Utah because I just go everywhere like a little freak.
Is it just following jobs?
Yeah, well, it was following colleges, then following jobs. So like after I graduated, I was like, oh, I'll probably get a job in North Carolina, and I applied everywhere, and then I got one in Utah, and I was like, oh, well, all right. But I'm happy. I like Utah a lot, actually. Minus the lack of Tengu Plant players here. I will convert one person one day, and then I'll finally be able to play in-person paper Tengu Plants. That's all I want in my life.
You've done it before, though, haven't you? Haven't you had locals and stuff?
I did in Nebraska, where I grew up. But that's because I like knew everybody, so I could like talk them into playing Tengu Plant. But here, yeah, I don't know anybody. Because I don't play any, like... I don't play Modern, and I don't play Edison, so... I showed up to an Edison Locals once, and I talked to the boys. I'm like, hey, would you guys be down to try Tengu? And they're like, hell no. I was like, oh, all right. Well, I don't want to play Edison. We got the space on the Necro Valley. That means a push. Yeah, there's the Monster Reborn.
Oh, you know. Teal with all the OCG arts.
Interesting. I really like the artwork of like the theme of Gravekeeper monsters.
They do look cool.
I think they are very cool, and they look very good Ultra. Like the whole like archetype as a whole, since they all came Ultra in Legendary Collection, it looks so good.
The Salient looks sick as a super because it's all, and the darker the ink, the better. So if you have like super dark ink, it looks sick. And unfortunately, it's $20 for a card that I will probably never play. How much are Necro Valleys? I'll look it up.
Ultis
I'll see how much the
ulti.
I'll see how much the ulti is. $147 for the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Why? Apparently it's Sing Play. That's
yeah,
why.
it's Seeing Play right now. That's why. Usually, I think they settle at around 100.
I remember when people couldn't give them away.
Yeah, I know. See, I was in that position, and it bites me in the ass so much because it was in that Astral pack. You could pull Ulti, Necro Valley, and Dandy in the same pack. Like, I did that like 2 or 3 times, I think, because it was such a common like error in the factory or whatever. And I pulled so many Necro Valleys, and I just kind of got rid of them. And I was like, man, I really wish I hadn't got rid of all those Necro Valleys. But that is
I
like
remember when they were like
Yu-Gi-Oh.
$20 and I almost bought them. I was like, oh, $20. Just buy them. Like, I wish I would have bought more like Photon Thrashers when they were like $8 ultis.
True.
Just to like have them.
Photon Thrasher is a really cool looking card too.
And you get to play it in Infernity in later formats.
That card has not fluctuated in price at all, by the way. It's been consistently $30, $40 for like fucking ever.
I want to buy a second ulti Maestro because they're also cheap. Just to like have. But I don't need to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're $15. Just like buy one.
When someone activates something like Monster Reborn or Call of the Haunted, do you need a Solemn Judgment or Warning before the target is declared, or does the target get declared first?
Target is declared first. It's declared on activation.
There you go. This is looking pretty grim for Tia in Game 2. I'm not seeing a lot of monsters.
The book on the Tengu ended up being really good. Because you can stop Tengu, the deck's really, really tough to like.
Yeah. Caius? Ooh, hit the recruiter.
Banish Necro Valley. You have to. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter.
It's probably just game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Game 3. Can it be done? Can we get the bracket reset? Can we get the Gravekeeper mat, guys? You know what? We'll put the poll up while we got it.
All right. If we have a Tengu mat, what you do is you put them on a river, and you put all the plants playing with like a river, and there's like a forest in the background, and they're all like hanging out. You know what I mean? So you just like diagonal across river, and then you have like a mountain in the background where the river goes to, and then there's Stardust Dragon up in the mountains, flying around. That's the play right there. I did it. I designed the Tengu mat.
All right. I'll raise you. What if we just forget the Tengu plants and make it a Naturia mat, knowing that that deck will probably never win? All right, let's take a look at the poll. What do we got here? 3 votes. 67% say GK. 33% say Tengu Plant. With 3 votes, so that's not a huge swing here. But you know, we'll see. Chat will get to the bottom of this. Has to end when the game starts, so. Big votes going for GK.
I was about to be like, oh, I'm gonna pull up Dueling Book and change one of my lists around real quick, and now I'm looking at it. It's like, you're watching a game, you moron. You just like lose where you are. All right, I'll vote too.
We have an 80% vote for GK.
Although Tia's going first, so
yeah,
die roll, baby.
I mean, I think this is like probably one of the most least impactful die roll formats. Like, I feel like the die roll has very little to do with the outcome of the game, unless you're playing like back row, like counter fairies or something like that.
Or turn 1 Thunder King. Hero Beat loves going first.
Hime, yes, this is the final. We are in grand finals. Game 3. If Tia loses, we have bracket reset.
Also, when looking up the debunk rulings, there's one about Necro Valley where if the effect is an effect that activates in the graveyard, you can't activate Necro Valley. Or activate debunk.
Interesting.
Which I think is funny, because it can't banish the card.
Wait, so you can't negate the effect even if it's...
So if you have like Bulb and you can't debunk Bulb on Necro Valley's up, because it can't banish the card.
Interesting. Me and Joe had the ruling wrong then. We assumed that you could negate and not banish. Because when we played our last match with GK versus TGs, we both had debunk inside, which we thought was like bad, but we just kind of forgot. Fun fact about all the sides on all the decks on my website, I just threw them together in like... It took me a full day to put a side on every deck, and I did not put a lot of thought into it. So if you ever look at those side decks and you're like, this seems sus, there's a reason for that. I put it there to have something.
How many of them have double Mind Crush in there, though? Because that card is
almost
sick.
None.
Mind Crush is sick.
Mind Crush is sick. All right, I'm going to end the poll. We have one man believing, one person believing in Tengu Plant, which is quite shocking because he already won this match. The last match.
If you start with Thunder King, you're in a good spot.
Start with Thunder King. Start with Consecrated Light.
That's an Edison card pulled out of nowhere. There's a sick fairy deck in that format that side decks Consecrated Light for Black Wings.
Yeah, I bet.
And then if they like attack it with Shura's chain link 1 and it's chain link 2, so you summon the Consecrated as chain link 2, and then they don't get to summon anything. I wonder if you fear heavy in this matchup at all. Like, did we see if Anti was playing heavy?
I think usually you set 2 until you see your opponent set more than 1. Like, I think you almost always gamble it in the matchup, but we did see on stream, because Jesse Choate was playing TGs yesterday, and on stream he set a single back row while playing TG stun, and his opponent set 3 in response, thinking, okay, this is definitely, you know, TG stun, and then the set card was heavy, and it was
he's pro set,
pretty insane.
Jesse's a part of our group. He's in our group chat, but he doesn't come out to anything because he's from KC, so he's on the other side of the state.
Yeah, still a very good player though.
He was having us come out there for an and there's like a cash tournament that they're doing next month, so I think a group of us are gonna try and drive out to like Lawrence, Kansas, and.
Did you go to a lot of collectors cash regionals growing up? Because I was there quite a bit.
No, I went to one in 2018.
I wouldn't have been there. Yeah.
Yeah, I came back and played just to dick around. I played Trickstar Sky Striker, and because of the new time rules, I went undefeated, but I had 3 draws because I didn't know what any of my opponent's cards did, and I had to read them all.
That makes sense. And you were playing Trickstar, so everyone hated you.
Yeah.
You're like not reading every card plus playing Trickstar. You're just the worst.
If it makes you feel better, this was during like Goki Firewall format.
Yeah.
So I was not playing. I was not that guy.
I was that guy. I played the shit out of those decks. I played Goki like crazy in that format.
And then it was that, and it was the weekend that Thunder Dragon was legal, so I got to play against Thunder Dragon as well.
Ooh. Yum. 2KN. Uh-oh.
And I couldn't tell you what any of those cards did anymore. Like, if you'd asked me what, like, Sky Striker Afterburner does, I wouldn't know, even though I played it. I think it, like, destroys a card or something. I have no idea.
That's fair. My god. He is struggling to find monsters. Like, is it just me, or is that just happening where you're getting like the Tengu Plant Brick City hand of like, if you don't see Tengu or Thunder King, you feel bad. There goes the Lance. You know what? Gravekeepers need to decide.
What would that be?
Miracle Synchro Fusion. Think about it. Think about how broken it would be. You just start setting your back row. Like, in that scenario right there, he, like, dualities. Your opponent has 3 back row. You're like, okay, one of these gotta be MST. You pick a back row card, and then you just set Miracle Synchro Fusion past, and they just go bonk. See? Miracle Synchro Fusion, again, would be relevant here. The game would just be over.
Shout out to Silver Sentinel.
True.
That card's so bad. That card got an ulti.
It really did. There's a lot of cards that got ultis that did not deserve to have ultis.
I can't remember, there's some random bug card that Cadigan was telling me about that's complete trash, and I was like, this card has an ulti. He's like, why does this card have an ulti?
Doomdozer has an ulti, but I don't think that card's
but Doomdozer's sick.
Yeah. Chainsaw Insect?
You get to play Doomdozer in 2007.
True.
That card gets played in Demise, and it's awesome.
The Demise OTK. Uh-oh. The best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! We're making probably Librarian. Because Cat
does you nothing, yeah.
So you just want to sit on the Librarian. And we're going to attack into a Gores.
Necro Valley. Attack into a Trag.
Battle Fader, Caius, bonk bonk. Okay, here's the deal. I've been testing Gravekeepers with Caius, and I think it's good.
We had someone at our locals play one Caius and Hat. I thought that was kind of funny.
Caius is just always good. But like in Gravekeepers, like think about it. You attack into your opponent attacks into a spy, or you flip a spy, and you get Recruiter, and then you just tribute it for Caius. Like how blown out is your opponent getting? They're just getting washed.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, that's almost the same as getting Descendant and then just yeeting it off. It just banishes instead of destroys.
Yeah.
So you'd almost rather have Descendant at that point.
True, but banishing is definitely better than destroying. Like, especially in this format. Like, banishing a Dandy or banishing an opponent's Sangan or something, you know, like Tour Guide into Sangan.
It's definitely narrow, but it has applications.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a buddy of mine. Whenever we always go to this gas station before band practice and we grab something to eat. And he always jokes because there's, you know, like the hot dog rollers.
Yeah.
He's like, there needs to be a polar roller, where it's a freezer. And so I was like, that's just a freezer. He's like, no, it has applications. I promise. I was like, it's just a freezer, man. I don't know what to tell you.
A polar roller. I like the polar roller idea, but I'm trying to think of what the application is. Like
exactly.
Like popsicles.
I was like, the point of the roller is to cook everything on even sides. Like, evenly. Like, you don't need to do that with ice cream. This guy's just trying to, like, lay out ice cream sandwiches. Is the set card Spy? The fact that 25 walls so much is so dumb.
True, 25 is a huge wall. We're really thonking about what to do here. That's what I was saying about
lagging.
setting anything. Yeah, that's true too. We got the dueling book interface.
We've already seen 2 MSTs from Tia as well, so like this Necro Valley is probably going to stick for a bit. Unless you can get to Scrap Dragon, which is kind of iffy.
Yeah.
Okay. Flipping it. Yep.
Judgment. Tragic.
Well, we know this set card's not warning then.
True. What we hitting? Oh, Deep Prison looks pretty good right now.
Well, if that was Flip Summon, it wasn't set this turn, so you can get Steel, add back Spy, set Spy. But this doesn't have like a restriction on it. If you feel like the Spy could like last.
True.
Because then you could go Descendant, pop,
What if
attack.
Steel could add back Gravekeeper, Malefic Stardust Dragon?
That card also has a jump and it's sick.
Yeah, I got the jump ones, I think. It's a beautiful.
I don't think I own a single copy of that card. I own 3 Barbaros. I own 8 Fighter, but I don't own that card. Oh, 8 Fighter's not a jump promo, it's a video game promo. Damn it.
Ape Fighter's good. I got that guy.
Now that I know it's a video game promo, I've noticed this like a couple weeks ago. I was like, it's a video game promo, which means it has a super, which means I need that.
That card's one of the best Horn of a Phantom Beast holders in the game. He just gets bigger and bigger as he kills stuff. And it's terrifying.
Oh my god, who was it? Somebody win, I can't remember. It was during the wind-up loop format where he played that card and like a bunch of beast cards. And like wind-up rabbits, and then would side them all out for the wind-up loop when he went first. Although that was like the thing where you could side out 15 wind-up cards for 15 Insector cards when you go second.
Ooh, I think I tried that once. It is pretty fun. I played the wind-up Insectors. It was cool.
Winzector? Oh, the worst. That format was so degenerate, yet I like it. I don't know why I like it. Probably because I owned tour guides back in the day.
Yeah, I did pretty well in the hand loop wind-up format, but it's still just like... Holy shit. We gotta make a decision here. Okay, we picked Torrential. I feel like that's the worst one of the 3, but I don't know what he has in his hand.
Is it Spy?
I'm so confused. Like, Torrential, if you're setting a monster, feels like the worst one. Cause, like,
Unless it's Recruiter.
Unless it's Recruiter, sure, but, like, even then... I guess if it's Recruiter, they can attack into it, they bonk, and then you just normal summon one and kill the monster on the next turn, sure. But even then, that just feels kind of like... you know, like... Isn't... I guess if it's D-Prison, they're just not gonna attack. Oh, but that gets you Assailant, and that's pretty good, too. So in this scenario, you get to keep the Torrential for follow-up plays, and now you can just use Assailant to start whomping stuff.
See, that's why it was Galaxy Brain.
Maybe? I guess, sure.
The only summon that truly punishes you is Tengu.
Or Breaker, the magical warrior. Sorry, that doesn't punch.
Oh.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Flip up DNA surgery for the cyber derp impact.
I say this is game through no response. Okay.
Hold! Hold your fire! When you enter battle phase.
Start step of battle phase.
Book of Moon. Oh.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Now you know, so you know the middle card is TT, you don't know the second one. I mean, I personally don't summon until I know I can get out of this, because you have to worry about the trap card reborn guy, and they just kill you through it. Or if you like summon, they TT.
Oh! He had the D-Prison.
Or that happens.
This is looking pretty unluck.
Set everything.
I mean, even if you, like... I feel like you just lose because Assailant is gonna do the damage here. If you set a monster. You have to set exactly like Mirror Force or Torrential, or Mirror Force or... Yeah, I guess Torrential. Is Torrential possible? Yeah. Set Torrential, set Mirror Force, set D-Prison. If... I don't think Tengu Plants really typically run those, but we'll see. Outside
They had to once Rabbit came out.
True.
The big sad.
I love Smashing Ground.
It's my favorite spell card.
I've been playing Gadgets a lot lately, and Triple Smashing Ground is one of my favorite things I've ever had in a deck. Oh, hey, see that problem? Me neither. Bonk. I swear I played the game the other day where, like, every single time I needed an out to something, I just had a Smashing Ground. I was like, my god, this is so great.
My issue is when they have two guys. Oh, or that. Alright, well.
That does...
If you have Tengu, this is unbelievably busted, because that TT is worthless.
It doesn't look like a Tengu. Maybe a Dandelion set?
I was gonna say it's probably it's either Dandelion or Sangan.
Yeah.
You haven't seen a tour guide yet either.
Is this the steel top deck? No.
Do you set something to get your hand down away from Dust Shoot? Although you did go first, so it's likely that Dust Shoot is boarded out. These are the stupid things that I think of.
True.
So you don't. I guess you don't have to worry about it this turn.
I mean, Dust Shoot is always a spooky thing.
Oh yeah, there. Yeah, I don't know. The Galaxy Brain on having the best card.
Yeah, that's not looking good. Although leaving the set card set can't, like, if you can just get the steal, you're fine. But you have to hard draw it.
I don't know if there's a set monster. Okay, so ball effect 2. So now I think you flip it.
Yeah.
I think you have to.
No, you actually probably wait on the synchro. Like,
I mean, it's only Catastor left, really.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you might as well...
I don't know if you... Oh, yeah, because you can get it on the second Tengu.
Yeah.
But then this becomes Stardust. You have to TT now.
Yeah, now you do.
This is Stardust right here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to. He's going to get 2 tokens and a Tengu, which really doesn't feel that bad. I think it's definitely worth differential here. Because, yeah, Stardust makes this a little sussy.
It completely invalidates really anything. Yeah, you gotta flip it.
Then he activates his hand trap. Starlight Driveway. What if Starlight Road was a hand trap?
Everything's a hand trap now.
True. Is Starlight Road a real hand trap?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Going big. It's going to do a lot of damage this turn. But, like, it's not game, I don't think.
I mean, you can attack, Ancient Fairy Dragon, pop Necro Valley. I think you attack first. Just get the free damage in from Spore.
Well, you could also go Bryo plus, like, put him on a timer. Bryo is actually probably just better here. Because you could just pitch to bounce whatever he sets. So, like, he needs Dark Hole exactly to win. Right?
Or Assailant, or Steel, because you could just attack. Bryo's got tiny defense.
That's true. But
is Assailant just defense or change battle position?
Change battle position.
So you could put Ancient Fairy Dragon in attack position if you have it. Oh, then you just pop Necro Valley, and then they don't have it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You just make Ancient Fairy Dragon and pop Necro, and that pretty much gets rid of any chance that they have.
Maybe. Oh wait, this is way better. You just pop and then you make Stardust.
What do you use to make Stardust?
Oh wait, is that his last?
He already used Bulb. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You can, because if it is the third, you get the Tengu, then you use Spore. Yeah.
But he didn't get Tengu.
Oh, he might have drawn it off of. It does. It is mandatory, so you do have to show him. Okay, so he drew Tengu off a formula. That sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate.
I say if you don't draw that and you are able to make Stardust Ancient Fairy, like, I don't know how you lose.
I mean, the scary thing is if you know it's Tengu, you know he has a level 4 monster, so you need a way to prevent. Okay, back row does prevent something potentially. That might be Necro Valley in hand. Yeah, he's only seen one so far, and if you're not setting a monster or a back row, what is it? You know what I'm saying? So he has the Necro Valley for later, but okay, yeah. Wow, there's the third Tengu.
Let's say if he had it, so you can't even just use the Necro Valley because Ancient Fairy Dragon would just blow it up. Dang, that sucks.
Oh, but this is tough too because if you make Scrap Dragon here, which is what's happening, if you get warninged, you're fine. Like, if that's warning,
you win.
But is Mirror Force still in play? Uh-oh. Oh, no. That's just game, then. Unless this is something, like, exactly compulse.
Yep.
Damn. Tia is the champion. And that is the end of Tengumainia3. What up, Strawbarrow? Happy to have you. I guess I gotta turn off this hype Pokemon music I've had going on loop this whole time. Wow. Congrats to Tia. Tia was a finalist in the last tournament and then ended up winning this one. So
Didn't they scoop because of how late it was?
yeah.
The bracket got reset.
So Tia got the buff this time because of the fact that we had a day 2 event. So yeah, shout outs to them. Tengu Plant 1, Tengu Plant format. Indeed. This is a rare win, though. I don't think we've actually had a Tengu Plant win in a long time. I have to check.
I could tell you what's going on with the most recent format library stuff, because I know they've had a few.
This is what happens when I could play out the finals. Damn! He is calling you out, Himne. Do you hear that? Yeah, let me check the top decks, or the historical wins, because I don't think we've ever had one hit more than second place. So this is the first Tengu Plant deck to win in our tournament. Tournament lists.
A lot of the stuff's been being won by like Hero Beat.
Oh, I guess Tengu Plant Takeover 3 was one with Tengu Plants. So we have Tengu Rumble was one with Chaos, or like Lightsworn, basically. Yeah, we had Gravekeepers win the last tournament. Then we did have a... Yeah, I remember that. Oh, yeah. So this isn't the first Tengu Plants to win. It is the second Tengu Plants to win. We even have some historical Dark World lists up in here. Yeah. So Tengu Plants has won a total of twice now, in all of the tournaments that have been done. But hey,
deck is still good.
Thanks, TCG Rewind and Photo. Of course, Tia. Happy to have you. If you want, I don't know if you're still there, but we could pull you in for an interview if you wanna talk about your deck or your tournament experience. I wouldn't mind that. Let me find Tia has left the duel.
Oh, I have one.
Let's interview Himne so he can start spitting some drama for the next one, being like, hey, Tia called me out saying I didn't deserve the win. I'm coming back with a vengeance in the next Tengumainia. You know, that's what I'm waiting for.
I respect that.
I'm calling you out, Jaden Yuki, if that is your real name. I'm the best Falcon Punch player in the entire world. Perhaps that is true.
Oh, limit reach. Oh, there it is.
Okay. We do have an interview. Let's pull them in. Let me go to our Google Meet link. Add people. Where's the link? I guess I'll just use the link I sent you.
You should be able to use that. That'll get you there.
There we go. All right. Exclusive interview with Jaden Yuki on their amazing, incredible win of Tengumainia3.
You want to pop the list on screen?
Yeah, I probably should. I believe it is this one, yeah. So let's take a look at our winning deck list, guys. Let me see how that looks there. Okay, yeah, you guys can relatively see it also.
I'm waiting for the stream lag to pop it up on the screen.
All right.
There we go. Bam.
Hello, Jaden Yuki.
Oh, hello.
Congratulations on your sick dub of Tengumainia. You went from second place because of a forfeit to now winning the tournament. How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel so relieved.
Yeah. Why do you feel relieved?
GKs are so scary, man.
Yeah, they really are. They are an intimidating deck, and they've actually been kind of winning a lot lately. So, it is definitely an intimidating opponent. Did you have a close call with them in your first match against them as well?
Game 1 was actually the closest game ever. Game 1 he road tributed me for 4 monsters turn 1. But then he started bricking, and I was drawing a bunch of monsters, so we're going back and forth. And then I topped Heavy Storm because I had Reborn in my hand, but he had Starlight Road, and I lost.
Damn. I mean, I see we got the spicy debunk main deck. You actually have a lot of 1-ofs in your side deck too, which I find really unique. You want to explain to me that?
Yeah, my friend loves to make fun of me for my side decks. I just like having options, so I spread out my options in my side deck.
That is fair. Yeah, it does look like we have like. Wait, Dave, are you still in the call?
Yeah. I'm curious about the one chain D.
Yeah.
Oh, that was mainly for like mirror match and agents.
Okay, you can hit like Earth and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and like a Shine Ball.
And Terror Guide too.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Chained Experience is an underrated card. That card's like pretty good. I think it saw a lot of historical play, and then it stopped in more modern takes. But honestly, it is a very good card.
How do you feel about the D prisons in the main board?
Dude, they're super good because I played. There's a lot of hero decks, and I thought hero would be popular.
It's very popular.
I hit like 3 shinings with D prison yesterday.
Well, especially in game 1s, like against Tengu Plants, there's no way they're expecting you to have a set D prison in game 1. And so that is really spicy. That probably feels incredible.
Is there a reason you went with prison over the one Mirror Force? Is it just for mostly the like hero beat matchup, or were you expecting anything like going wide where you'd want Mirror Force?
I don't think I ever missed Mirror Force.
Okay.
Because D prisons also hit like Sangan, and any floater.
Because I monsters as well, yeah.
Yeah, I did play against the Vanitas, the X-Sabers.
Mm-hmm.
So D prison was good against him too because he has Emer's Blade, Giant Rat.
Yeah, he knocked me out in like round 6. Did you ever miss Scapegoat? I've noticed that card's like showing up again. It was like cut for a while and then it was showing up again.
I really wanted to play it, but I was just afraid of drawing it without any tuners.
Yeah, I also noticed. I mean, the one of debunk. We saw it come up in the finals. Was that a good experience for you?
I thought there'd be a lot of main deck maxis. This was the only time I used it game 1.
Nice. Did you actually run into a lot of maxi? Because like I feel like most people are going towards Valor over Maxi again. Like Maxi just hasn't been as useful, but I mean you were running 2 and 2, so I mean how did that ratio feel for you? And then did you feel like you were getting hit by Maxi a lot in the tournament or not really?
I got Maxi'd a pretty good amount. I just and I think Maxi's still better.
Did you ever board out Debris Dragon?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I know I've always heard that, like, I remember hearing Hoban back in the day, he said he always boarded out 1-for-1 and debris in the mirror because he didn't want to get max seed.
Oh.
I didn't know if that was like still relevant to today's logic of you just like board it out because you don't want to lose the card, or you're just like YOLO, they're not gonna have it.
Yeah, that is pretty this is pretty fair too. Well, Jaden, one thing I have noticed is you literally show up for Tengumainia and Tengumainia alone.
I entered one of the monthlies.
Did
it was
you?
the one that Dark World won.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I streamed that one. That was like the one I didn't see. But I
Yeah,
haven't seen you in the other one, so I was like, oh wow, like is this just like, hey, I'm here for the money, and that's it.
I lost to Dark World both matches that tournament.
R.I.P. Well, Dark World is no more, so no
Deck
longer
Dev's a hell of a
concerned.
card.
Yeah, true. Deck Debbie really swings this matchup. All right, and so I'm gonna ask because some people, for their takes on Tengu Plant, they either increase the ratio on Caius or maybe even Thunder King, or they just straight net deck the Billy build. What are your thoughts? Like, do you think that the Billy build is the one true build, or do you think it's better to change it up more? You know what I'm saying? Like I guess like if you had to round out Tengu Plants like for generically for any format, would you be like, oh, it's always Billy build?
I think you just do the Billy build and then you just get a low custom with it with like 3 or 4 changes.
Yeah.
Did you like Spirit Reaper at all? Was it any good today?
It stalled me a bit against X-Sabers and one of the heroes I played against, and it ripped like 2 cards total the whole tournament. So it was okay.
So I always liked that card, but I see it getting cut. Yeah, to what Tyler was saying, I know he was talking about the Billy build and then kind of cutting things. I've seen lists, like I remember one list that was 3 Caius, 3 Thunder King, none of the other like secondary monsters, and the only trap cards were 3 Vanity's Emptiness. And I was like, that's a little too out there for me, but
I think I remember seeing that list. Someone like posted that on like Nostalgic Duelist or something.
yeah,
like
and I was like, we tried to play it, and I was like, I kind of blew it out. But I guess like if you like the surprise factor or something like Emptiness, I don't know. Do we see that card ever seeing play in this format?
I feel like everyone's just kind of agreed that Emptiness really sucks in this format. But I'm sure if it ever sees play, people will like complain about how broken it is. That's like my go-to thought. It's like one person will top with it and one like they'll have like 1 in their main deck, and people will be like, "Oh, no, it's too."
Did you ever wish you had more econs?
No, actually, I think I only got like 1 or 2 really good econs, and then every other time it's just there.
Really? I think Econ's like one of the best cards in Plants.
I think so too.
Builds like 2 to 3, but then again, a lot of those lists are on Scapegoat, so I guess it makes sense if you lose Scapegoat to lose the econs in favor of things like Deep Prison. So it does make sense.
In my head, Econ is like one of the best cards in the deck. It's just I don't know. I just have this fear of drawing 2 and not being.
Say
able
if you
to
see
use them.
multiple, yeah. Yeah, I've started getting on that logic. Like I started playing gadgets with 1 ultimate offering because if I see multiples, that just means I have a dead card, and this deck already sucks enough that it can't have any dead cards in it. Sorry, Tyler. I know I insulted your baby.
Yeah, true. I'm still believing. No one even tried to play it in this tournament, which is.
I almost played it if it makes you feel better.
Well, you should have. Do you think we need another agent player in the tournament? Come on. You gotta bust out the gadgets. I believe
we don't need another agent player. We need an agent Matt.
Mark my words. Next tournament that I get to play in, I'm winning it with gadgets. Here it comes.
You got this, man.
Hey man, as soon as they went back to Columbus, people took out the Gemini imps for Cyber Dragon. So you're just asking to get Chimera Tech.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You just resolve Ultimate Offering, you win. You just make like a big Roach and a big. What's his name? Utopia, and you just piss chill. They can't even Cyber Dragon you with Roach. They special it, you just negate it. It's sick. This deck is too good. That and if you have Glow Up Bulb, you get like Librarian Trish.
Jim, what would you say your worst matchup was?
Oh, Gravekeepers for sure.
Is it Royal Tribute or is it Necro Valley or just the fact that it just kind of skunks the deck? And with seeing GK going forward, have you given any consideration to knock?
Oh,
one though, of course. There can only be one, right?
I don't think crossout's needed, but I I think I had close fours in my deck like right before I entered my deck list, but then I was like, nah, I won't run into a GKs.
When you ancient fairyed, I was like, come on, let's see the one of close forest. Let's see it.
The Ancient Fairy was so good there.
Yeah, it was so good. Ancient fairy sick. That card's awesome.
Yeah, true. I also, what did you cut for main deck? Oh, you cut Roach.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
dude, I
Chad's
think
saying.
Roach is it's just so small.
It's the fact that you're usually making it with Thunder King, which does the same thing most of the time.
Yeah, I guess that's true. In Tengu Plants, there's really not a lot of windows to make it relevant. So I think the one of Utopia actually makes sense. But then I also like that we have a main deck Chimera with a single Cyber Dragon inside.
Yeah, I made the Chimera tech in a winners finals against the Gravekeepers twice because he had 2 Cyber Dragons throughout the whole game. So I did the first one with my Cataster to contact, and then I potted Avarice the Chimera tech back, and then I made Army Arm, and then contacted this other Cyber Dragon.
And I have to ask, out of bias, how good was Snowman Eater?
I never drew it at all.
Oh, the pain!
I thought it was gonna be so good though, because there's so many heroes.
So that card slaps against heroes. I main deck it in heroes because it's a water and it walls Thunder King. That card's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I am a big fan of Deep Prison. You even have the third Deep Prison, so like I do think that helps you a ton against heroes and even GK. I think GK gets kind of slapped by Deep Prison. You Deep Prison a recruiter, it feels really bad for them.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite trap besides Dust Shoot this format.
Yeah.
Dust Shoot's busted.
True. I don't run Dust Shoot a ton. Like it depends on the build, but I put it in my TG Psychic list, and I swear every time that card resolved, I was like, oh my god, this is just a nut. It felt so good. But all right, I mean, I don't think I have any more questions. Dave, do you have any?
I am good.
All right, well, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Thank you for joining us on this interview. Congrats on winning. I think like $100-something, right?
Yeah, last
mat?
question. Are you buying cards with the money? Do you play in paper?
I do actually. This is Tengu Plants is actually like the second paper pass format deck me and my friend made when we got back into collecting Yu-Gi-Oh.
Nice. So you're gonna play it in the next remote dual local tournament we have. Confirmed is what I'm hearing. Because last time we had 6 people and we need more, you know, that way my victories can be greater.
Dude, this money, I'm just gonna hold it so I can eventually afford a Starlight Rare Stardust Dragon.
Okay, yeah, just keep getting the Tengumainia dubs and then buy max rarity cards with them. It'll take about
Starlight
40
over
dubs,
Ghost Flex.
Interesting. I'm an ulti purist. Ulti is the only way to go. Everybody knows
I have
it.
one of each because I couldn't decide.
Yeah, well, I just like if you go ulti, like look at like the Tengu Plant extra deck right now. We've got Utopia comes ulti, Leviathan, Leviair, Trishula, Stardust, Scrap Dragon, Black Rose, Cat, and like 90% of your extra deck is just ulti, and it looks so beautiful. It looks so. Anyone who wants to run a ghost, you're griefing. Actually,
Are you just coming at me for all my ghosts?
Yes. You should throw them in the trash. They are toilet paper because they are just white sheets of card. I would never want a ghost, although I would want it for the resale value because I would sell it and then buy more ultis. But all right.
This man has no taste.
Right, can I shout out one person?
Of course, yeah.
100%.
I want to shout out my best friend, best Yu-Gi-Oh player, NA. He's the reason that I found out about all these past format and Discord and playing Yu-Gi-Oh with.
Hell yeah. That is really good. It's good to have more people learning about past formats because quite frankly, they're so fun to play and so fun to watch. It's very interactive Yu-Gi-Oh. So I'm happy that you were able to find this because yeah, especially because we need great players in the format. We need a lot of great players. That way Himne doesn't just win everything.
That guy's so good, dude.
But all right, I'm gonna wrap it up. I think I'm probably just gonna end the stream here. So thank you guys for coming. Thanks for watching. Make sure y'all have a great time